Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Today we're checking out my Sorcery single target and AoE loadout, so let's get into it. You can put on whatever gear mods you like, it doesn't matter. Right now for chest I have additional 2% damage, but you could also use the supercharge one, whatever you like. I think the more important thing of this screen here is the artifacts. Right now I have Strategist card, which I finally got up to rank 200, Trance card, and Quizlet, which is only at 120, but you really don't need it leveled up any further for the most part. I mean, the extra supercharge damage is nice, but we don't really need it. Right now my might is 220,000. Yeah, not too bad, I think. For my allies, pretty basic. I got Cyborg for power, Zod for extra might, and Shazam because he does the most AoE damage. And then as for weapons, do whatever you like, doesn't matter. Acrobatics, your movement mode, do whatever you like. For iconics, nothing iconics. And for stats, just like that. I have 292 skill points, which is fine, I guess. There are people with way more than me out there. Alright, and here's the loadout. So, we have Soul Barrage, Soul Storm, Circle of Destruction, Offering, Soul Bolt, and then Fury. So this loadout isn't like my other ones where it's just in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of all over the place for the most part. So it starts off with Soul Barrage, then it goes into Circle of Destruction, Soul Storm, Offering, back to Soul Barrage, and then Soul Bolt. And then you just keep continuing it from there. It definitely takes some getting used to, but once you got it down, it's great. Soul Barrage and Soul Storm are great AoE abilities. Like, they do some serious damage, put out some great numbers from what I've seen. Circle of Destruction, I just have that there to get bad karma out, so we can get even more damage off our Soul Barrage and Soul Storm. Offering, 15% increased damage to our Fury, which is always fun. And then Soul Bolt, which has a very, very fast cooldown, and you're able to use it whenever you need it, which is great. And does more damage against people afflicted with bad karma. Now, for Offering, I know a lot of people who use Sorcery really like to use Source Shard because of God Wave Strength. And you could totally put that in here. I have Source Shard, but I find that it's better without it for the most part. Maybe if you have yours all the way leveled up and you get that chance to refresh the cooldown, it's better. But that extra 15% damage for 6 seconds is really nice. And as soon as it's off cooldown, you can go back into it, because the cooldown, as you see, is also 6 seconds. So you could just keep that 15% damage up if you want. But yeah, alright. Let's get into it. Check out the numbers. Okay, so you can see I kind of messed up the rotation there a little bit. Didn't even matter. Look at those numbers. Those are fantastic. I think this is some of the best AoE numbers I've gotten with the loadout. It's just fantastic. So you can see it pretty much stays close to 3 million. You start off with 2.7, 2.98, and then it hits 3.3, back down to 3 million, then 2.6. So it does go up and down, but it stays in that high 3 million range, which I think is just fantastic. And at least I think it's fantastic, without artifact swapping or anything like that, and mediocrely leveled artifacts. I think it's really awesome. I think it's really good. Alright, let's get into the single target loadout. So, as you can see, it's not a whole lot different. Stat points are all the same. Artifacts, the only difference is I took off Quizlet and put in Ebon. I have mine at 160. If you have yours at 200, you're going to be dealing a whole lot more damage. For allies, I have Crypto as my single target, Zod and Shazam for when I get that extra might, calling them in. And yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. Once again, no iconics. And the loadout. So this one is more like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bit more straightforward. Still takes a little bit of getting used to though. So I start off with Circle of Destruction to get the bad karma out. And then you got Soul Barrage and Soul Storm. Already know what those do. Those work great for AoE. They do just as good for single target. It's amazing. Then Vengeance, and then Final Ruin, which is our finisher and restarts our E-Bond stacks, which is always fun. I think everything's pretty self-explanatory. I'll let the visuals do the talking. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright. So unfortunately, there was a little bit of lag there, and I think that impacted the numbers a little bit, but it stayed around a good range for the most part. I've seen this go upwards of like 1.6 million in damage, no problem, easy peasy. It likes to stay around the 1.2 in this instance, and then shoots up to 1.4 as the high, and stays 1.3, high 1.2s, which I think is pretty decent. It's not obviously not the best single target damage in the world. There are other powers that could put out way more damage than that. I think the main highlight is the AoE loadout, but the single target is still fantastic. I really, really enjoy it a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've gotten some pretty good damage in raids with this. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if there's any changes, maybe improvements. What works for you guys? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a nice day. Take care.